Alright, welcome to Simple Probability Level 2. In this video, we're going to mainly focus on what about decks of cards. So in our standard deck of cards, I'll just abbreviate that with SD, and here let me go ahead and pull that up. SD, our standard deck, is always going to have 52 cards. Okay, 52 cards. Also within that deck, you're going to have what we're going to call our value cards, and that's going to be an ace, and then a 2 and a 3, and we're just gonna say okay, like dot 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 all the way to a jack, a queen, and a king. Okay, and then lastly we're gonna have our suits, and for our suits we're always gonna have a heart, we can have a diamond, we can have a club, kind of looks like broccoli, and of course we can have our spade, which will always look kind of like a shovel, which is why they call it a spade. Okay, so let's take a look here. It says, what is the probability of drawing a king? Well, I come over here. I know a king is one of my value cards. And so what we'd say is that for each value card, there's 4 of them. So there's 4 aces, there's 4 twos, there are 4 threes, there are 4 fours, there's 4 fives, there's 4 sixes, there's 4 of each specific value card. So in this case, we know, hey, there's going to be 4 kings out of, and once again we know that our total is going to be 52 cards, so the probability of drawing a king is 4 out of 52. Now you would ask yourself, can this reduce? And we know that both 4 and 52 can be divided by 4, and so let's see, what is 4 divided by 4? Well, that would be 1. And 52 divided by 4, that's a little bit more tricky. I would grab your calculator, and 52 divided by 4 gives us 13. So it turns out the probability of drawing a king is 1 out of 13. Okay, let's look at now, our second question. What is the probability of drawing the king of hearts? Probability of drawing the king of hearts. So let's see. Let's go back down and look at our suits. And we know there's 4 suits. So it turns out for each one of our value cards, we know there's 4 of them. And there's 1 suit for each one of the 4. So for instance, there is 1 king of hearts, there's 1 king of diamonds, there's 1 king of clubs, and 1 king of spades. So let's see, so we said there's 1 king of hearts out of, and once again we know that our absolute total is 52. So whenever you have a value and a suit for just one specific card, it will always be 1 out of 52. You'd ask yourself, can this reduce? But we know that 1 is the smallest number. It can't reduce to anything else. And so that would, in fact, be our answer. All right, now 3 is probably the trickiest of all of these. What's the probability of drawing a face card? Okay. What's the probability of drawing our face card? Well, firstly, we have to know what are the face cards in general. So the face cards in general will be our jack, it'll be our queen, and it'll be our king. Well, you'd ask yourself, how much of each are there? Well, we know there's 4 jacks, there's 4 queens, and 4 kings. So let's see. So let's see. 4 jacks, there's 4 queens, and 4 kings. Well, we know that 4 plus 4 plus 4 would give us 12. And of course, that would be 12 out of 52. Well, once again, we ask ourselves, what can 12 and 52 to be divided by? We know they can both be divided by 4, that's for sure. And so let's see, 12 divided by 4, I'll have to kind of draw that up here. 12 divided by 4 would be 3 out of, and 52 divided by 4 would be 13. So it turns out the probability of drawing any face card will be 3 out of 13. Alright, I hope this helps, and I'll see y'all in our level 3 video.